Welcome, everyone, to this Thursday evening lsfl4u broadcast. And this evening, I've got some positive news. So if you're sick of hearing all the negative 4D news of death, destruction, division, and depression, I've got some positive news stories to uplift our spirits, and that there's uh, God fearing people out there, and people are doing good things for one another. And so, also, I'll be back with our 9 fruits of the Spirit topic. And also, uh, yeah, I think I only have a few more uh, to do with it, to do with that. So, I hope everyone's doing fine and everybody's having a good week. And the spring has been pretty nice, a little on the chilly side off and on, but I know, I hope with the eclipse and everything, everybody was able to enjoy that. It's pretty trippy that some places in the country get full, darkened and gets the shadow, but other places don't. And that little sliver of sun that actually still lights up daylight, it's just amazing. And I'm in awe of God's creation from it. It's mind blowing. What God has created. It's amazing. So anyway, hope all is well, and yeah, doing well. Kids are almost out of school. Not too much longer to go. Summer school will be happening. So anyway, uh, that's pretty much all I've got. Not talking about politics. Not talking about religion. Just things that are really more valuable. I guess you want to look at it that way, you know. Stay away from politics, and unfortunately, we'll never not hear it, you know. And it's really sad, and we'll never not hear about death and the destruction and our friends in Israel that we better protect and back. As important. That's amazingly important. Wow. So anyway, I appreciate everybody subscribing, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel at lsfl, the number 4 letter U. All right. So yeah, like I said, I've just got some news. So I think we'll just get right on into it, and we'll pick up later on with other topics and things. If you have any ideas or topic suggestions, send them in. Like to look up and do research on something that you're interested in, and hopefully I'll have the phone up and going. Maybe I'll call somebody. Set that back up on the broadcast. Set that back up. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So anyway, we'll get to some news. All right. Okay, our first news story. UGA students save a mother and children from car crash in a creek. A group of students from the University of Georgia are heroes for rescuing a family from a sinking vehicle. Jane McCardle, Mary McCullum, Eleanor Cart, Clark Jones, and Caitlin Ianance were on a routine drive when they witnessed a white SUV veer off the road and roll into a creek. Without hesitation, they turned their vehicle around and rushed to the crash site, where the submerged car posed a dire threat to the trapped occupants. Through sheer determination and teamwork, they managed to pry open the door and extract the mother and her two children, aged 8 and 4, from the car. But they weren't done there. Clark Jones, drawing upon her CPR training from her lifeguarding experience, immediately began to resuscitate the youngest child. The selfless actions of these 5 young women did not go unnoticed. The local sheriff's office took a social media to express their gratitude and admiration, recognizing the students' quick thinking and bravery. Absolutely. And a Melbourne woman pulls 3 unconscious men to shore. 33-year-old Brianna Hurst risked her own safety to save the lives of 3 drowning strangers off the coast of southwestern Victoria. The event unfolded near Apollo Bay at Marengo, south of Lorne, on a Sunday afternoon, when a leisurely swim turned into a life-threatening situation for 4 men. As the sunny afternoon took a dark turn, Brianna Hurst found herself unexpectedly thrust into the role of being a hero. As she sat alone on the beach, she heard the panic cries of a swimmer who had managed to reach the shore. Without hesitation, she sprinted towards the water and plunged in, swimming toward the 3 struggling men. Undeterred by the challenges, Hurst pulled each unconscious man to safety one by one. With each rescue, she defied the odds and risked her own safety to bring the stranded swimmers back to shore. Very nice. Hats off to you, Brianna. That's awesome. And an elementary school is fundraising with a twist, serving instead of selling. All right. Interesting. So, in a world that is often dominated by sale pitches and fundraising campaigns, one elementary school in Ohio is rewriting the script by spreading kindness instead of selling goods. Dover Elementary's parent-teacher group has initiated a heartwarming fundraising campaign where the acts of kindness take center stage. Led by PTG President Erica Kofa, the school community has embraced the concept of serving instead of selling. Instead of the typical cookie dough or gift wrap sales, students are encouraged to engage in planned and spontaneous acts of kindness, both within the school and beyond. 5th grader Alaya Garner shared her understanding of kindness, highlighting the various ways students contribute to the initiative. She was quoted as saying, "We help around the school by doing random acts of kindness, like giving out morning greetings and cards sometimes. Being kind to everyone in the school and never being rude to anyone, and helping people when they need it. The acts of kindness orchestrated by Dover Elementary students encompass a wide range of gestures, from writing letters to those in need to distributing kindness cards and lending a hand to the elderly. With QR codes facilitating donations, the impact of these acts extends far beyond the school grounds." That's really nice. And I know when I was in high school, we had to do like a community service thing. And most of us weren't happy about it because it was like we were threatened that we couldn't graduate and this and that. And we had to have signatures and this and that. And I think most of us wound up just ignoring it, you know, because if we seen something anyway, I'm sure most of us would do something nice for somebody. It's not like we weren't hoodlums or anything, but I think the school was trying to save their reputation at the same time. I don't know, but I just had a feeling maybe that's what they might have been doing, but I'm not, you know, 100% sure on that, but all right. Anyway, and this is really interesting. Gorillas. See if I got one on the thing. Of course I don't, but that's okay. So anyway, gorillas use chest beating to prevent conflict, not provoke it. Okay. We've all seen apes in the wild in the jungle and they beat their chest, and you think it's a threat, or it's a back off, or it's a male dominance thing, or but no. Now they think that is to prevent a conflict, to break things up before it happens. So very interesting on that. A gorilla's chest beating is, of course, an incredible sight to see and sound to behold. But new research based on years of observation of mountain gorillas show there's much we never understood about the iconic acoustic. Since people first went to see King Kong, or since gamers first met Donkey Kong from the Mario Brothers franchise, most might say male gorillas beat their chest with their fist as a sign of a challenge or triumph. Apart from the fact that they use cupped hands, it seems to serve a number of functions, a challenge not necessarily being one of them. Edward Wright, a primatologist at the Max Planck Institute, spent between 2014 and 2016 observing 500 chest beats from 25 different silverback mountain gorillas in Rwanda's national parks. And, excuse me, using acoustic monitoring equipment, he and his colleagues determined that the chest thumping was an honest demonstration of body size. This hints at several organizational aspects of gorilla social life. The first is that the larger animals were recorded at lower frequencies, which could travel half a mile. By beating their chest, air sacs underneath their larynx reverberate from the kinetic energy, producing sound. That's interesting. So there's air sacs below the larynx that reverberate and produces a sound. Interesting. The bigger the male, the deeper the sound. And this is believed to broadcast how big and dominant a male gorilla is as a means of keeping rival males away from their social group. It's believed that each thump may act as a calling card, with members of a dominant male's group being able to identify the silverback from this sound. The second aspect was that while sound depth and body size were correlated, body size and frequency of chest thumping instances did not. The dominant males didn't pound their chest any more than their smaller rivals. This presented Dr. Wright and his colleagues with a fascinating suggestion. The chest thumping is used to diffuse fights rather than provoke them. Along with smaller males hearing the chest thumps of a dominant male and knowing to steer clear by returning the sound with their own puny chest thumps. They can alert the dominant male to their presence while simultaneously demonstrating They're no match physically due to the higher frequency of their thumping sounds. How the chest thumps affect the female half of gorilla society is even less well studied. But the scientists knew at the initiation of their observations that males beat their chests more when the females are in their social group. Enter, don't know, typo on my part probably. So anyway, and larger males make deeper calls, which were both found to correlate to reproductive successes. All right. Pretty interesting stuff. And hundreds baptized in latest campus revival at the University of Alabama. You can't keep God's kingdom down. Politics can't, government can't, schools can't. You can't keep God's kingdom. You can't stop it. So, a new sign of the ongoing revival among America's young people is being reported out of Alabama. In the latest example of the supernatural move of God, hundreds of students at the University of Alabama gave their lives to Christ and were immediately baptized in a fountain. At the University of Alabama, thousands of students gathered, hundreds responded to the gospel, and hundreds were baptized. Man, that's so nice. Man, just like to hear news stories, but they will never report that on the news, on your social media news. You won't hear it. And a surgery reverses blindness in a 3-year-old. Okay, my pronunciations. Khadija Chowdhury, a 3-year-old girl diagnosed with Leber congenital amaurosis 4, has defied the odds and regained her sight thanks to a groundbreaking gene therapy procedure. Born with a condition that threatened to rob her of her vision before she turned 4. Her future seemed uncertain until she became one of the first children in the world to undergo a pioneering keyhole eye surgery at Evelina London Children's Hospital. With the congenital amaurosis 4 affecting approximately 1 in 40,000 newborns. Several limits vision, actually severely limits vision, leaving individuals with only the ability to discern light from dark. And for this 3-year-old, this diagnosis meant a life potentially shrouded in darkness before she even reached her 4th birthday. During the procedure, she was injected with healthy copies of a crucial gene, a treatment designed to halt and even reverse the progression of her blindness. Led by renowned surgeon Niraban Kumaran, the medical team at Evelina London Children's Hospital embarked on this revolutionary journey to restore her sight. Although the technique is still in its experimental stages and not yet licensed for widespread use, the initial results have been nothing short of miraculous. Her parents licensed for widespread use. The initial result have been nothing short of miraculous, right? So her parents have already observed improvements in her vision, signaling a promising outcome for the young girl's future. Isn't God good? You know, we don't come up with this, God does. So anyway, it's amazing that the technology and the knowledge we have that can help people, that, you know, and helping this girl with their eyesight. Amen. Amen to that. So anyway, that, my friends, is the news for this evening. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe. And um, tune in. So once again, I'll be staying and continuing the 9 fruits of the Spirit. I believe we will be on love. I believe it's love. And, we'll just keep going. Positive news, different topics, life, faith, family, health, career, things like that. So, anyway, it's a blessing to be able to do this. Absolutely. So, this up and coming weekend, please be careful and be careful around others and be a blessing to someone. Do something kind, say something nice to somebody. Be polite, things like that. Be polite. Something nice. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and may God bless you and keep you, shine his light upon you. Amen. Amen. So, I will see you soon. Thank you, and God bless. Have a good weekend. Bye.